And welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Coming up on the program, female engineers want girl-child education challenges tackled in the northern region. National President of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria seeks improved infrastructure in the country. And Oyo State Commissioner of Police insists no arrest has been made in Olubado's palace shooting. The Association of Female Engineers is concerned about girl-child education in Nigeria and how women are taking on professions that used to be men's exclusive reserve. The group also met in Kano State and came up with suggestions aimed at addressing backwardness in girl-child education and encouraging their interests in technology.
Members of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria gathered here for their annual international conference. They want to create a platform for young girls to explore their skills and promote girl-child education in northern Nigeria. The president of the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria laments overwhelming female illiteracy in most of the northern states and outlines plans to adopt international best practices of engineering.
Kebbi, Sokoto, Bauchi, Jigawa, Yobe, Zamfara, Katsina, Borno, Niger, and Gombe have Nigeria's worst girl-child education, highest female illiteracy, highest adolescent girl marriage, highest under 15 childbearing, and highest risk of maternal death and injury. This is bad news.
The women engineers are also introducing a mentorship program for young girls until they can stand on their feet.
We have a program, the collegiate program, that we mentor the young girls from undergraduate to graduate to internship up to when they will be able to stand on their feet as professional women engineers of Nigeria.
I believe it is going to be widely circulated, and the information that has been contained in it is very, very useful, which when read will also intimate the general public to further appreciate the greatness of this profession, to also allow the girl child to enroll or study the engineering profession.
As the Association of Professional Women Engineers seeks to reduce the gap in gender imbalance in the profession, they also have to work towards creating employment opportunities.
The National President of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has attributed epileptic power supply, bad road network and high interest rates as some of the challenges facing local industry development in Nigeria. Mr. Jacob Udemba, who was in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, advised the local industries in the country to produce products that can compete with those of international standards.
The idea of patronage of made in Nigeria products originated from M.A.N, and we're happy that government bought into it. Yes, in terms of quality and standard, for you to become a manufacturer in Nigeria and register as a member of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, your product must meet the basic standards. And these basic standards are regulated by regulatory authorities in this country, who also recognize internationally, like Standards Organization of Nigeria or NAFDAC. So products of manufacturers in this country meet international standards.
The Kaduna State government has signed a memorandum of understanding with a Malaysian firm to build a multi-billion-dollar biofuel plant for mass production of aviation fuel. Governor Nasir El-Rufai reveals that the plant will generate about 280 megawatts electricity from waste products for industrial and domestic use. The managing director of Bionas says the project will help create jobs for youths in the state.
The agreement that we're signing today is to implement, for us to invest and implement 5 blocks of Jatropa Agropolitan Business Clusters. And these 5 blocks will involve 50,000 hectares, which is at 5 locations. And these 5 blocks will give employment, new employment, to 38,750 people. We will also implement and invest the waste-to-energy plant. Waste-to-energy plant, the technology that we have is called biodigester. Biodigester means there's not incinerator, which means there's no pollution at all. And this 1,000 ton garbage per day, the waste-to-energy plant, we will invest in Zaria City.
For the waste-to-wealth project alone, this company is investing about $137 million. And for the other project, the 5 clusters will in the end cost billions of dollars, all of which will be private investment. The state government will just provide the land and be a facilitator and advocate. But for us, what is exciting about this project is that it will create jobs and opportunities for our young people in Kaduna State.
Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai. And from the northern part of Nigeria, we move to the eastern part in Abia State. The chapter of Nigeria Union of Pensioners has appealed to the state government to pay their pensions and gratuities. The union leaders have asked the government to look at the issue with purposes to clear all debts.
The national anthem.
Members of the Abia State chapter of the Nigerian Union of Pensioners are grieved over the state government's inability to pay pensioners. The union and members of the state executive are trying to work out the possible solution to the issue. Top of their demands is the payment of their outstanding gratuity.
We recall that in November 2016, you promised to bridge the gap of monthly payment between the NUP, Nigerian Union of Pensioners, and the MDS within 3 months. Unfortunately, that gap has terribly widened.
The state governor, Okezie Ikpeazu, is even more worried about the plight of the senior citizens. The state government promises to act within the resources of the state and settle all debts owed.
Now, Abia State will not have pension challenges again. So we are addressing the issue because I know most of us are asking questions, when will this end? Already we are doing something fundamental to change the current status of pension payment.
There is no other way of doing it except that if resources are available to me, I'll deploy it for the welfare of workers. If resources are not available, I will operate within the limits of what I have.
The state pensioners are more concerned about how fast the government can fulfill its promise to them in order to alleviate their sufferings.
The Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed has charged the new head of service, Mrs. Susan Oluwole, to improve the importance of the civil servants through efficient delivery of government policies and programs. The governor notes that high performance is required from the workers to achieve success.
As you assume office as head of service, I expect innovations that will not only move the service forward, but also create conditions for high performance by civil servants. On your watch, the service must therefore innovate new approaches to ensure efficiency and enhance government's capacity to meet the aspirations of the people, especially in the area of internally generated revenue and optimal resource allocation. You should rely on commitment, devotion, and teamwork responsible for excellence that the civil service in Kwara State is renowned for. On our part, we will continue to provide the tools and environment necessary for efficiency of the civil service within the limits of available resources. In this regard, my administration is currently constructing an ultra-modern secretarial complex to provide comfortable offices for civil servants. On behalf of the Kwara State government, I wish the immediate past head of service the very best in our future endeavors. Finally, I also wish the new head of service the salvage success in the demanding task of providing quality leadership for for the Kwara State Civil Service.
And an advice coming from the Governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, to the National Union of Local Government Employees. But we'll tell you what that advice is when News Across Nigeria returns.